Today's presentation is called An Introduction to Conditional Acceptance, Defending Your Rights Through High Word Magic. Folks, I don't think I can overemphasize this. This is going to be one of my most important presentations to date. In fact, I'm going to let you in on a little secret. I'm taking my content in a whole new direction. Up until now, most of my work has focused on the inner state, in other words, what you, I, or anyone needs to do to empower ourselves to be sovereign and to truly embrace and embody our power as infinite beings in this amazing creation we find ourselves in. I'm not saying any one person has all the answers, but when you go inside, you start to find answers. That has been the emphasis of my work until now. Now, we're going to add a whole other layer where we implement this mindset to deal with the world around us, especially in relation to the systems that, as we know, essentially enslave us. But now that we understand it's all a mental game, based entirely on your state of mind, we can start to approach the game differently. That's what this presentation is all about, implementing this mindset in a way that allows you to interact honorably with people, experience more freedom, get more of what you want, avoid what you don't want, and improve the quality of your life. If you haven't watched my other presentations, I encourage you to go back and watch them. Also, I'm going to take my time with this one. In previous presentations, I might have tried to move quickly, spending only a few moments on each slide to keep a certain pace. Not this time. This presentation is so important that I want to let it soak in, addressing each point from different angles. This isn't something you'll master in an hour. If you're looking for a quick hit, this isn't for you. Some people believe we shouldn't engage with the current structures of power at all, saying these governmental structures and bureaucracies are all immoral. Others say, well, I know it's immoral, but I have to be practical, I need to pay bills, hold a job, etc. No, you don't. No, you don't, and that's part of what we'll uncover today. You won't master all of this in one video, but this is the start. To put it as one of my mentors did, you'll be able to go in and out of the matrix, but you won't be of the matrix, if that makes sense. The beautiful thing about conditional acceptance is that it applies not only to government bureaucracy or financial institutions. You can use this way of thinking in any interaction where someone makes a claim or asks you to do something that infringes on your rights. It's all based on what you already know intuitively as a morally good person. Buckle up, this is going to be a powerful one. I'm excited to teach this more than most of my other presentations. I almost held off to spend more time refining it, but the information is too important to delay. Enough of an introduction, let's dive right in. Intended audience. This presentation is for people with a true desire to be free, knowing that freedom isn't free. That may sound like a paradox, but it's true. Freedom requires time and effort to learn, understand, and apply knowledge. Specifically, you must learn what your rights are and how to defend them. We live in a mental universe where all great battles, of good and evil, of consciousness, happen in the mind. To be free, you need the heart to care and the mind to implement freedom in the real world, facing real threats to your rights happening in almost every interaction because you don't know how it works. If you're not looking to make an effort, this isn't the place for you. But if you genuinely want to be free, I invite you to stay. This is a life skill you'll master that will serve you practically and help you implement freedom in your life. Use cases. If you're like most people, you've been bombarded with legal and financial claims most of your life. We're so accustomed to this constant barrage that we think it's normal, as though there's no way out. You get bills, fines, taxes, court summons, you name it. Imagine you weren't from Earth and could see this objectively. You'd probably think people here were bonkers. But all these claims require one thing, your free will consent. They need your agreement to proceed. You have to be the one who agrees to comply. This point is critical, the real power lies in your choice. Now, I know some of you may be impatient to know how this all works. But if you're here just for a quick solution, this isn't for you. The concept of offer and acceptance. An offer is simply a proposition for you to do something. A parking ticket, bill, fine, or any other demand is an offer. In reality, you have a choice, you can accept the offer, decline it, or conditionally accept it. This is where we get to conditional acceptance. When you receive a claim to do something, such as paying a fine or fulfilling a requirement, you can conditionally accept it under certain conditions that the claimant must fulfill. They may not be able to meet these conditions, in which case they agree to release you from the claim. Honor and good faith. Conditional acceptance is not combative. It's done with honor and respect. You're not being rude or aggressive, you're simply blocking their claim in a straightforward way, stating the facts, and giving them conditions they must meet if they want you to comply. You'll be amazed at how effective this approach can be.